Day 20 of strengthening your marriage. Let's talk about taming the technology. That's right, taming the technology. Technology, especially in the last 10 years, has really become a much stronger threat to the quality of marriages. Let's get very specific. How much time do you spend with screens during the day? The average American, the numbers are pretty astounding. Different studies reveal different numbers, but all studies reveal these numbers are very, very high. And in marriage, face-to-face time is so important, that connection, listening to each other well. I was talking to a couple in their 60s, and they just said the quality of their marriage has improved so much the last few years because they're listening so well. And when there's screens or phones going on, sometimes you get a half listen, a partial listen, a distracted listen, and that just becomes the norm. And you don't go very deep in the relationship. Why? Because so much time is going into the screens. Social media, I enjoy social media, but it can also be a vortex that just sucks attention and time and hours. And you're like, how does that 3 hours? Where did that go? When it comes to social media, you might want to be on the same page. You might have one person in the marriage who's much more private and the other person that just wants to put all the pictures and all the information out there. So you might want to talk through that. Think through your own house. Is it phones? Is it computers? Is it television? Where does your time go? And what limits do you want to set so that you set the marriage up for success? Some people have a cutoff in the evening, like they won't pick up their phones past a certain time. We just started to plug in our phones further away from our beds. That was a small thing, but kind of helpful to put some distance there. Think through with your phone how much time you spend and then where your time goes. Some people are on their phones a lot for work, and that's totally understandable. You need to do that. But then how much additional time is there? You can check out on your phone your screen time each day. That's kind of convicting. You're like, wait a minute, how much time was I on the phone today? It'll tell you. Your phone will tell you. The analytics are right there. So that could be a talking point as well. Here's something I see in marriage that's very dangerous. It's when people are guarded with their phone and their spouse can't see it. I remember someone saying, well, I've got two phones, and you can see this one phone but not the other phone. No, you're not doing two phones and a private phone. You should have full access to not only your phone but your spouse's phone as well. There should be nothing hidden, nothing secret, and you'd be able to look at what's going on there. Watch out for relationships that start through social media. That's how a lot of affairs start, or inappropriate pictures, pornography. There can be a lot of things that are going sideways, a threat to the marriage, that are on the phone. Personally, I see a lot of good with phones. I use my phone a lot and build a lot of relationships through phones. So I'm not saying phones are negative, but there's a danger with phones, and you might need to set some limits, set some blockers if those temptations are really strong. But overall, have it be open and some accountability with each other with the phone. And when you find some great content, whether it's on the computer or the phone, share it with each other. Talk about it together. Talk about what you're learning, what you're seeing. When you spend that time discussing, then phones can be very positive because they can lead to deeper discussions, to learning together. But overall, with technology, face-to-face time is so important in marriage. And think about the balance between your screen time and your face-to-face time. And when your screen time starts to turn into 5, 10, 12 hours a day, and your face-to-face time is like 5, 10, 12 minutes a day, you know it's time for a shift. So tame the technology. Healthy marriages, that's what we're going for.